It was a warm Thursday afternoon, a beautiful spring day in downtown Claremont, and I was on my way down to the village to interview the owner of Stay Gold Barber Shop. When I walked in, I was greeted by the owner, Rob. Rob is a Latino man, 6'1", and covered from head to toe with tattoos. Oh, by the way, he's got a gold tooth. Pretty cool. He tells me what inspires him as he's cutting a client's hair.
What inspired me? I've always had a passion for haircutting, for barbering. When I was a kid, I used to cut all the kids around my neighborhood, my brothers, pretty much for free, just to get the experience. And I grew up not even knowing this, but when I first started going to school for barbering, my grandma tells me that her dad, which is my great-grandpa, was a barber in Mexico. So that inspired me even more. And I love what I do.
Your eyes automatically see the eclectic flair of the historic 1920s shop. 5 very unique, stylish barber chairs. Today, only 4 barbers. The classic song Catfish Blues by Gary Clark Jr. was playing on the barber floor today. The one side of the interior completely exposed with the original brick. Giant movie posters cover the 18-foot high walls, along with a giant American flag hung in the left-hand side corner just as you walk in. Vintage hubcaps and 2 enormously long church pews to sit on while you're waiting your turn. Kind of like church. Now, on that note, speaking of church, we won't be. You see, the gentleman's golden rule: no politics, no religion. But on the other hand, any other subject matter is both respected and welcome, and in that order. Rob goes on to tell me how his great-grandfather was once a barber.
I grew up not even knowing this, but when I first started going to school for barbering, my grandma tells me that her dad, which is my great-grandpa, was a barber in Mexico. So that inspired me even more. And I love what I do. I enjoy it. That's why I'm here, sometimes 6 days a week.
Paul Vasquez, now manager at the Claremont shop, tells me just how he discovered Stay Gold Barber Shop and how his grandfather was also a barber. Take a listen.
Yeah, well, my grandfather was a barber for years and then retired when I was maybe in junior high, but he would still cut my hair, my cousin's hair. And but I never really got a full barbershop experience. And then, it's the 90s, so I grew my hair out, and I had really long hair. And once I decided to cut it about 12 years ago, went to a salon, because that's all I knew. So I went to the salon, got my hair cut off, but it wasn't quite right. I couldn't do exactly what I wanted to do with my hair. And so one of my coworkers said, "You need to go to Stay Gold Barber Shop." And he told me it was in Fontana, and I was in Laverne, and I said, "I'm not driving to Fontana to get a haircut." And he said, just trust me. So I did, because he had great hair. And I went out, and I'm pretty sure Rob gave me my first cut, and that was the first year that they were open. And that was it. I got an amazing cut. The hot towel and the straight razor shape blew my mind. Never experienced anything like that. My Gramps didn't. I'm sure he did that back in the 50s and 60s, 70s, but he never pulled those straight razors out for us. And so we got the hot towel, the straight razor, the hot lather. I mean, it was incredible. It was such an experience, and I've been a client ever since, and now I'm part of the family.
So now, back to the owner, Rob. Rob tells me about some of his tattoos and what he likes most about his job.
So I got tattoos from all over different take care, brother. Have a good one. Different tattooers. I've had tattoos by big names like Nico Hurtado, Fred Flores, and then I have a lot of American traditional tattoos as well. It's just tattoos. I've always liked tattoos as well, and in this craft right here in barbering, it allows me to have as many tattoos as I want, which is awesome. So, but I haven't got tattooed in a while. So,
What's the best part of your job?
the best part of my job, just meeting new people every day. We get people from all walks of life. Different backgrounds, and you just learn a lot. That's pretty much it right there.
Cool.
The shop holds much of barbershop memorabilia. For instance, like a shelf which is dedicated to Paul's father, who got his barber's license back in the day. An old Sears Roebuck clipper oil can, along with germicide solution, an old razor, and a finishing leather strap from A1. One of the managers tells us why they now do not use the finishing leather.
Well, we can't use the leather strap anymore for the older style straight edge razors because of sanitary purposes. It would be hard to sanitize after every client. So over time, they rolled them out and they changed them to safety blades, which are straight edge razors also, but with disposable razor head. So it would be consistently sharp as the previous cut.
Your barber team at Stay Gold in Claremont are Rob, Carlos, Jason, Joseph, and your shop manager, Paul. Now, a top-of-the-line luxurious hot towel shave will run you just $25. Now, for more information about Stay Gold Barbershop, go to halcyontv.com. You're listening to the Halcyon Report. Stay tuned.